Okay, Dak, 30 seconds. Tell me all about Tee Higgins.
Yeah, so T. Higgins only averaged 11.5 points per game last season, was wide receiver 51 of the season. Bit of a down year for him, which you can attest to injuries to him and Joe Burrow. But like that's a down year for T. Higgins, and we think he's going to get back to where he was more his first 3 seasons, like that wide receiver two range, a really good wide receiver two at that. He did just get franchise tagged by the Bengals, so he's got another year at least tied to Joe Burrow, and he's still a really good talent. So we think he's kind of a buy low right now, wide receiver 24 on Keep Trade Cut. We made a video about him in the buy low video. You should be buying him right now. Okay, so we're going to talk about some T. Higgins trades now. Just a reminder, when we're talking about these trades, they are in the format of 12 team Superflex, start 10, 1.75 tight end premium, and 4-point passing touchdowns. So, Dalton, are you taking T. Higgins or the 107?
The 107 is a great pick to have, but I will take Tee Higgins. Um, Higgins is just better than the 107 right now. Like he's a buy low, so I'll take Tee Higgins here. How about you?
I agree with you. That price, the range of players that we think is
hmm
going to be there, I'm taking T. Higgins over those guys. Just more proven, the more proven asset.
hmm
You like the flexibility in picks, but I think Higgins is the move there.
Now, if we make that the 106, what are you doing?
The 106, I will take the 106 here just because I think you're starting to get into that elite tier of players in the rookie
hmm
drafts that I think you're gonna be taking. Like Neighbors could be there, Brock Bowers could be there. I'm taking that over T. Higgins personally.
Yeah, one of them has to be there. So I will also take the 106. You have the flexibility of a draft pick, which is always great to see, and it's just a step above the 107. So I think that's where T Higgins the cutoff is.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey guys, real quick, make sure to subscribe and like the video. We're trying to reach 100 subscribers, and when we do, we'll be giving away a free roster review. Now, back to the video.
So now I'll ask you, are you taking T. Higgins and a 25 first or AJ Brown?
This one's tough. We have an AJ Brown price check out right now, so go watch that if you're interested in AJ Brown. But T Higgins 25 first, I will take that over AJ Brown, considering it's a 12 team start 10, where it's a little deeper than your average league. It is pretty close though. T Higgins has shown to have pretty good upside, and he's tied to Joe Burrow for one more year. In the future, could be a wide receiver one on a different team. So I will take T Higgins in the first here. How about you?
Yeah, I agree with you. T. Higgins, like we said, he's that nice wide receiver too, but he's got the ability to spike and get up into
hmm
a wide receiver one range on any given week. And then that added 25 first just gives you more flexibility. I'm going to take that over AJ Brown.
If I make this a 10 team start 9,
10 team start nine, I'm going to take AJ Brown just because he's that hammer that you're looking for in those more shallower leagues. And he's tied to Pertz, who we think is a really good
mm,
quarterback, and AJ Brown. I mean, he's produced for the last 2 seasons in this Eagles offense. So I'm going to take the proven player there. How about you?
absolutely agree. AJ Brown in the shallow formats, 100%. Next trade, T Higgins or Jordan Addison and the 202.
Yeah, I'm going to take Addison package there. If you look at our wide receiver rankings video a couple weeks ago that we put out, we had Higgins just one tier above Addison. So I don't think that it's that much of a difference. I'm going to take the 202. That's kind of like that leverage trade you like to look for
hmm
in your leagues. So yeah, I'll tier down and I'll grab that extra high second. How about you?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. This is a perfect trade to make if you're a T Higgins owner. I know we said buy him, but this is an exception. This is a process move that we love to see all day. I would do this. If I change the format to 12 team start 8, I'm still doing this. They're close enough where the 202 is still valuable. You can still tier up on a different player with the 202. I am perfectly fine doing this trade in most formats, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with you because I think Addison, maybe they have similar talent to Tee
hmm
Higgins, and it's also like kind of the same type of situation. You know, you're
hmm
tied to a really good quarterback, also an elite receiver playing next to you, and then Addison's just what 2, 3 years younger. So I'm
hmm
gonna re-roll of Addison here. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So last trade we're gonna look at is T Higgins and Jalen Waddle or Amon-Ra St. Brown.
This trade is really tough. Those are two wide receivers that have had a lot of hype and really haven't lived up to it in T. Higgins and Jalen Waddle. Now, Amon Ra is, a top 5 dynasty wide receiver at this point. So I think this really depends on your individual team and your league format. So in a 12 team start 10, I'm only making this deal if I have an absolutely stacked roster where I just have overflowing with assets. If I have tons of assets and Jalen Waddle and T. Higgins are like my third and fourth flexes, then I will make this deal for Amon Ra. If I am a lacking team where I really don't have a whole lot of assets and I'm struggling to get by, I would trade Amon Ra for these two players because they have a potential to get close to Amon Ra's value, and then the other one's a cherry on top. How about you?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the most important aspect in that is whether you're contending or you're not contending. Because if you're contending and an Amon-Ra St. Brown type player who's getting you 20 points a week is the difference between winning a championship or not, you got to make that deal. But unless you're in that situation, I would take Higgins and Waddle just because they're two younger guys. That's going to get you 14, 15 points per game usually. And yeah, I will take those assets and then try and figure out what next from there. And I think you have more flexibility with two assets as opposed, taking the Amon Ra asset. How about,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and we'll see you next time.